We talked about how to become more assertive. Also, to keep in mind, we should talk about how you do not look assertive. This applies to men or women alike. And sometimes we do these things without realizing it because it's our culture, it's where we were raised, or it's what we see on TV and we think that's the norm. Or maybe just don't notice what we're doing and we do it without thinking, mindlessly. So I want to give you some examples that typically men do. I'll give you some examples of things that women do and how to correct them. So for men, they typically don't have too much trouble being assertive. However, they don't show that they're in control of themselves or the surroundings around them. Part of that might be when they're, again, checking their phone. Again, we all do that very often. When we go into an elevator, we grab our phone. We'd rather do that than talk to someone next to us, a stranger, or have an awkward silence. So I would recommend, instead of going into your elevator and pretending you're Mr. Importance, I recommend you put your phone away and just look at the person next to you on the other side and say a simple good morning. You'll be surprised how many doors that would open. People want to talk to other people. They want to connect. They just don't know how to do it. They're too embarrassed, too shy. They just don't know how to do it. So if you take the initiative, you'll be surprised how many doors will open for you. So that applies for men and women. Something that women do a lot of times with their inflection of their voice. And again, this I kind of blame a little bit the movie Clueless, because it started where the main character would talk like this. So she sounded like she's asking a question when she's making a statement. So instead of saying my car is red, she would say my car is red. So a lot of women do that, and it doesn't make them look cute. Maybe you're 14, that might make you look cute, but when you're in college or older than that, not sounding if you're answering a question or you're sure what you're saying does not make you look cute. It makes you look inexperienced, immature. So I recommend, if you're talking to someone, don't end with a question mark when you're making a statement. I am an accountant. It's a whole lot different than saying I'm an accountant. People are going to say, well, I'm asking you, are you not sure what you are? And again, that doesn't project confidence if you say I'm an accountant, as opposed to I'm an accountant, and this is why I can do the best job I can for you. Again, keep that in mind when you're talking about to people, especially during interviews where you're meeting someone new. Another thing that men do that does not help them a lot is when they cross their arms. Sometimes men feel like this is a sign of power when they're like this, but actually it blocks off people. This is something like this. It looks standoffish. A lot of people think that being like this makes you look so powerful. It does not. It actually, people don't want to talk to you because they look at you and they think, well, that guy's pretty pissed. I don't want to talk to someone who's pissed. So instead of doing something like this, do something like this. Put your hands on your hips. Again, this helps you increase your testosterone, makes you look more powerful, and it looks more approachable. Another reason this works very well and shows how powerful you are is because you're not covering yourself. Someone who's standing like this, who's standing like this, who's standing like this, shows that they are not secure themselves. They're actually protecting themselves somehow. They're blocking off any potential attacks. But someone who's strong and powerful is not afraid of other people attacking them because they know they can handle them. So someone who's strong and powerful is not going to be protecting themselves. They're going to be wide open. And why is that? Because they're not afraid of someone else. So again, if you start going like this, like this, like this, that doesn't show you're confident in yourself. So stop doing that. Instead of do the Superman pose. So on the same hand, a lot of women do the same thing where they hold their hands, their arm with the other hand, and they kind of go like this. And why do they do that? Because they're protecting themselves. They want to look more vulnerable, and that does not do you any favors. So please stop doing that. Stand up straight, shoulders back, head up, hands on your hip if you want to. You can walk around like this if you want to, like you're flying. But really the important thing is to not cover yourself. This is not a sign of someone who's powerful. Someone who's powerful is not going to be doing this kind of stuff. So don't do that.